Hello, folks, and welcome to another, I want to say fun-filled, but who knows what's going to happen, another filled episode of Drinking with Andrew. Filled with what? We will find out. Let's cue the intro. And there we go. Friday night, first DWA in December. Only DWA in December. Because the new year starts soon. You may or may not be aware of that. First can is open. Let the drinking commence. Better say something, wasn't I? Pat was first. Hello, Pat. Not a bad Christmas. She's still alive, so all good. Phil was second. Welcome, Phil. Chris Tyler third. And everyone else is down the pub, I assume. I don't know, actually. The viewing figures say we have got more viewers. Don't be shy. Come say hi. Don't be a lurker. Be a worker. I need to work more on that one. Yeah, so no DWA so far this month, but do it this today. Might be a couple in January. We shall have to see, because got a few things going on in January, including going to the Hitchin meetup. I think that's like the 12th of January or something like that. Obviously in Hitchin. Going on the 12th. The meetup's on the 13th. Hitchin Wetherspoons. Be there or be square. And on the 27th of January, it is the Reseller Q4 after party that my good friend Jess is running. £40 a ticket, but it looks like it'll be a good event. So looking forward to going to that. And basically, it's just an ease up. So yeah, definitely won't be doing DWA the days before either of those events, because I want to be fresh for them. But we might be able to do something on the 5th of January. I think the 19th, and do something with family, but we shall see. Have I got new glasses on? No. Same glasses I have had since before the pandemic. Don't like change, do I? So keep the ones we've got. I have ordered a headboard for this bed, which came today as well. So the DWA background may change soon. Well, it may change even more when I finally get back to the sofa. We should have Sophie joining us soon. Welcome, Lindsay and or Alvin. I'm going to put a link in the chat. So if anyone wants to pop on, they can. There we go. Yeah, Sophie should be joining us soon. Not that I remember to send the link or anything, so I better send that now. She's going to tell us all about her wonderful new van that she's got. Well, I talk about how rubbish my van is. Basically, I think that's how it's going to go. Probably while drinking some kind. Although she's been on a health kick, so maybe not while drinking alcohol. Today, I have eaten no meat. I've had vegetarian. In fact, no, vegetarian. There was some cheese on. One of them might have had a vegetarian diet today, which invariably means I'm going to be quite hungry. But there you go. How are we, people in the chat? How was your Christmases? I hope they were good ones. I hope it's been a profitable December. eBay slowing down now post Christmas, but still getting a few sales in. It's ticking over. Everyone's just flirting with each other at the minute. Pat and Lindsay or Alvin and or I don't know, whichever of them, both flirting with each other there. Obviously hoping for some romance to occur. Possibly. That's what my normal assumption anyway. Seems like everyone's dying in car crashes on BBC News today. Not good. Breaking news, tributes paid to 3 men who died after 4x4 vehicle was swept away in river in Yorkshire. Don't go in a river in your car. Evening, Mr. Mandry. That must be the biggest amp ever that you're in front of there. Evening, Judy. So he's saying hello to all of the men in the chat. She doesn't want to talk to the ladies. Deep Fried Deals, Dave is in. Welcome, Dave. That notification must have gone out because the viewers have just got up. We've got our first guest coming on. If she can work out how to position a camera.
Hello.
Welcome. What's this Slimming World stuff you're filling my Instagram with?
Well, I was doing it before, wasn't I? But then I bloody stopped because I had COVID and stuff and was just eating shit. So I've started again.
We've broke the light bulb again, have we?
Yeah, I did actually pick up some today, then got to the till and realised they were the wrong ones.
I've got every fitting in this house has the same light fitting, except one light, which takes different type of light. Yeah. And you can't buy the type of light that it takes anywhere in Wrexham. I had to order it off eBay for nearly a tenner for the bulb. Ridiculous.
That is annoying.
But it keeps me well lit. I look sexy. It's all good.
I went to duvet because I've got a bit of a sore throat and I'm freezing.
Well, you know what you need to do drink to cure a sore throat, don't you?
What's that?
Whiskey.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't got any of that.
I was going to say a few hellos. Jeanette is in. Welcome, Jeanette.
Hi,
Sean is in. Good Christmas. Yes, thank you. You too. Sean. Other Sean is in. There's 2 Seans. Can't keep up. Hopefully there's not any more Seans. Bobby is in the chat. He says, Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas to you as well, Bobby.
Merry Christmas.
I did offer for attractive ladies to come and sit on my lap, but I didn't have anyone take up the offer.
Oh, it's not very nice, is it?
No. So there you go. The only thing on my lap is my laptop. Welcome, Hurricane Ian. Hello, Kevin. This chat's jumping. Says good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. We're about to be joined by somebody who's probably in his mum's car. Hello.
Oh, hi, Bob.
How'd you know? I can't look on there. How you guys doing? I haven't talked to you in a while, Andrew. I just wanted to wish you Merry Christmas. Now, what do you do for New Year's?
Get drunk.
Okay, well, that's every day. You know, I'm talking about special. You didn't do it. Do you go any place, or do you go to a pub?
I'm not going to do anything for New Year this year. I don't think. I think I'm just going to have a quiet one.
Yeah.
I don't really fancy doing anything this year for it.
Yeah, I was invited to it. The lady upstairs at the thrift store. She invited me to her house, but I don't think I'm gonna go.
Why?
You know what it is. They drink too much, okay? And you know what it is. I don't want to have any issues. You know, because I have a sweetheart deal right now. You know, and sometimes, you know, when people drink a lot, they take things the wrong way, or something happens, and then, you know.
Yeah.
So they're very nice people, the people upstairs. But, you know, I'm getting a sweetheart deal right now, and I'm not, and you know what it is? Ever since it's weird. Ever since COVID, I don't think I've had. I think I've had maybe one or two drinks in the last 4 years.
Wow.
I just don't have desire to drink.
Me too. Me too. I'm exactly the same.
Because I used to only really have some drinks when I would go out to like a concert or something like that. But then COVID hit, and then everything closed down, and then I just, I stopped really. Whole life changed. My friends I used to go out with, like I just separated from them. And it's just weird. It's like I just don't want to pick up the bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think COVID's changed. Like a lot of people, like I used to go out like all the time, like every weekend religiously, and now I don't.
Yeah. And also, what is here? Drinking and driving laws are very strict here. Like I'm always nervous, like you're gonna get pulled over. Because I'm always going back and forth to the shop, to here, to there. Always get nervous if get pulled over and you had a couple of drinks. I don't know how it is over there on your side, but over here it's pretty strict.
We have these things called taxis, so we use those.
Yeah, what do you mean, like the Ubers?
Yeah.
So we rather than have a few drinks and then drive, we just get a taxi, and then there's no.
Yeah, I know. No, that is the responsible way, but I just don't have the and what it is also, like I get kidney stones, right? And for whatever reason, the alcohol messes up the stones, and then I get a lot of, if I drink a lot, for whatever reason, it like moves them around, and then it's very painful. Then I have to go to the hard liquor. Do you like hard liquor at all, Andrew, or no?
I like pretty much any alcohol, as long as it gets me drunk.
Yeah, because every time I hear people talking about drinking in England, they're always talking about like beers or ciders. I know never. Oh, I should have taken a screenshot. My friend Steve, he's over somewhere. He's in England right now for the holidays. We call him Lucky Steve, and I wanted to know because I know every corner of the country. I'm done. But his wife has got a lot of money, so I think she hangs out with people who have like horses and stuff like that. Like those kind of people. The upper crust. I know not the people that you're associating with.
You won't see no resellers with horses.
No.
Yeah, Lucky Steve. This guy, he's one. I don't know if you believe in luck, but this guy always just gets lucky. He's got a 6 foot tall blonde wife that's a lawyer, and every little thing, like he just gets lucky. Like for example, he works as a school teacher in the government school, in New York City schools, and you could when you have a certain amount of seniority, you could take time off for like the whole year and get paid after you reach a certain level. So like but you have to put in for it. And of course, his luck, he puts in for it just before the COVID happens. So when everybody's going back to work and everybody's freaking out about COVID, whatever, he's sitting there getting paid and not having to worry about nothing. He just, every time that something happens, like we used to work together bartending, right? And one place, like if he's working a place and then the place closes down, another place around the corner is opening up and he gets another job. I don't know how the guy has got the luck like this. Just some people got it,
Yeah.
It sounds like me. I am tremendously blessed. Everything I touch turns to gold.
Yeah, Lucky Steve. This guy, I don't know what. I don't want to sound like I'm bitter, but it's weird because we split apart and we got different lifestyles. It's hard to I'm trying to make it selling used friggin' underwear or whatever the hell I'm selling over here. You know what I mean? And this guy's going to England on vacations, with his wife, and they're going looking at horses and stuff.
Oh, you could go to England and go and visit a farm.
No, I'm talking about like, the upper crust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be rich to own a farm.
I'm gonna jump back in. I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna come in on this or something. I'll be back.
Okay, we'll see you when you go to takeaway.
I wonder if they've come to Cheltenham, because Cheltenham's famous for horses.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
I said, I wonder if they've come to Cheltenham, because Cheltenham's famous for horses.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. Is there any races taking place there at the minute?
I don't know, actually.
We have a race course in Wrexham. I've never been to it.
Oh, have you?
No, never been to it. Been to Chester races, which is up the road, but never to the one in Wrexham.
No. I don't think there's races on till New Year's Day.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're here for.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Did you have a good Christmas working in hospital?
I did. I had a lovely time, as lovely as it can be. But yeah. I did. What have you done today, Andrew?
Today I have sorted out some stuff with me dad's estate.
Oh, yeah.
Which was painful. The British Gas tried to take him to court for not paying his bill. I was like, well, he's been dead nearly a year. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell us. I said, I told you 8 months ago. Have a look in your call logs. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did. Well, fantastic.
That's annoying.
So they're like, oh, well, there's over 800 quid owed here. I said, I know. And I also know you don't have to get it until I've sold his house. I'm selling his house.
Yeah.
You'll get it then. So I was like, stop sending these threatening letters.
Yeah.
And then, so that was fun. And I've done some eBay listing because I thought, why not?
Yeah.
I'm working on my plans for world domination at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got big plans for some big changes in 2024.
So what's happening with Amazon then? Have you started that?
Well, I've got so far through the process. They've approved me to sell on there now, which is good. And then I had an email off them yesterday saying before they could approve me changing me bank account details so they could pay me, they needed some further information. So I was like, right, so I'm not. So I was like, well, how can I sell on Amazon if you can't freaking pay me? So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for them to sort. I think it's because I've just set up a new bank account, and so it's like,
Yeah.
completely new. The bank statement was just basically like me just putting some money into it, and that was it on the statement. So
yeah. I know it can be like really painful to get going on Amazon. I mean, I looked at it once, and I couldn't even get through the first hurdle because I think, what was it? So I think it was because my bank was registered to my address, but my driving license still had my mum's address on it or something.
Well, so I'll go through that process, but I think it'll be another week or two before that's all sorted. And then I will be sending in as much stuff as possible to him as I can. There might be some stuff I've already got in stock list on eBay at the minute that I'll send into them just to free up space.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
And I've got to get my van fixed next month as well, which is gonna be a painful cost to bear.
Yeah.
So I'm not sourcing at the minute until I've know how much money I've got.
Are you doing all new stuff on Amazon or used?
I could be doing both. Depends, really.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop me sending new stuff in from my backlog. I've got shed loads of board games I never got round to sorting out, and jigsaw puzzles and all sorts. So I'll give them a scan and see if they're worth sending in to him. I'm not going to do fulfilled by merchant because, as far as I'm concerned, they've got eBay to do that. I don't need to be putting stuff on Amazon and then shipping it myself when it's already on eBay. But I'll have a look through what I've got, what stock I've got, and whether some of that can be sent in.
Yeah. Might be able to make a little bit of space in your garage.
I've got 2 units that are full of stuff, so they need to be emptied because I want to put my house up for sale in the next few weeks. So I need to empty my house of stuff.
And are you moving to Prestatyn?
Yeah, that's the plan. I was thinking about getting a big house in Rill, but I'd rather live in Prestatyn, even if it means having a smaller house.
Are you by the beach in Prestatyn?
Well, Prestatyn is, but where I live, I don't know. Depends what house I get. So I could be like a couple of minutes walk from the beach, or I could be like half an hour walk or something.
Yeah. That's nice though.
Yeah. Yeah, just keen to get things moving really, but all takes time.
Yeah. I thought you were chopping something then.
No, I'm just fiddling.
Sounded like you were chopping an onion.
That never happens.
No.
What are your plans for 2024?
Just to keep pushing my reselling really, just try and get closer to being full time, or even just being able to drop more hours at work. Obviously get my van done. Do lots of adventures. And yeah.
Oh, welcome back.
All right, Andrew. Now, I have one more stop to go. Should I go to that last thrift store, or should I go back home and start working again? What should I do?
I think you've got
one more.
I think you've got too much as it is.
I think I gotta go. I'm getting the shakes.
I'm avoiding going thrifting in a minute. I've got too much.
Whoa.
Are
you still in the same neighborhood?
Yeah, at the minute, yeah.
Okay. Now, I remember when I'd spoken to you months ago, you said you got rid of that warehouse place upstairs?
Yeah, got 2 units instead.
Okay. Yeah, but can you work out of the units or no?
I could do, but I prefer working from home, to be honest.
Yeah, but the other place, the other one was like on top of a firehouse, right, or something like that, or whatever. Or no, wasn't it on top?
It was on top of a double glazing selling company.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But yeah, it was.
And would they want to raise your rent? They wanted to raise the rent. Is that why you got out?
No, I was covering half the utilities, the gas and electricity, and the price of that was just going up and up. And
oh god,
I was fighting a court case at the time. I needed to be spending money on solicitors, so
court case.
Yeah, so I had to go somewhere cheaper, so I could pay the solicitors' bills.
Yeah. So now the lockers that you have. Do you know offhand what size they are?
We've got one that's 600 square foot and one that's 400 square foot, so about 1,000 square foot between them.
Yeah, that's about like what I have in my basement. I have about maybe a little less than 1,000 square feet. That's pretty big, you know.
Yeah,
Because I think mine is probably about 20. It's probably about 20 by 50, maybe a little less.
they're both pretty full at the minute, so I'm trying to empty them.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever you get, you gotta fill it with stuff. You get another car, you fill the car with more stuff. You get another room, you fill the room with. It's a. I don't know. Everything smells over here now. Over there, now that you know they passed the law with the marijuana, you walk it everywhere. Everywhere smells like marijuana. You know, these guys, they look at you, and everybody's got those, you know, those glassy eyes. It's like, man, you know, they're staring at you like, you know, all these reefer addicts. You know, but that's our lifestyle. You know, we're going to here, we're going there. You can't all live like Lucky Steve.
Yeah, I'm definitely cutting back on it.
So when you traveling, when you coming back to America, yeah, you always seem like you know where the good places to go.
Well,
you don't want to spend the money, or I don't blame you, but you know.
Well, no. So this year to come, I'm turning 40, which I know will come as a surprise to many because I look a lot younger. But I'm going to go Disneyland Paris this year, I think, and then next year.
Where are you going?
Disneyland in Paris, I think I'm going to go to.
Paris, France?
Yes. And
oh
then,
my God, you go to France?
And then
over United States?
No, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to have enough money to go to the USA next year, so I'm going to go to Disneyland Paris, celebrate my 40th there, and then the following year I might go Orlando because I've never done Orlando.
I've never been to America. I really want to go.
You've never been where?
I've never been to America.
Oh, it's brilliant. Well, it's good. It depends where you go. Like New York was good, but I couldn't breathe there because of the air pollution levels are not great.
Yeah.
The what pollution? Which pollution?
Air pollution. You fucking no control on the emissions there at all. It's ridiculous.
Of course we have. We got emissions controls. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Bobby, I couldn't breathe there. It was awful. It was dreadful. Hopefully it's better now than it was. It was a few years ago, but yeah, it wasn't great. And then I did Miami. Miami was okay, but I think you could go there, do that in a day or two, and then go somewhere else. It's not like I was there too long. Los Angeles, though.
It's not New York City. New York City is a large city. Miami is like 20 times smaller than New York, you know.
You could do a lot in New York, just in Manhattan, let alone going to Brooklyn and other places. You know, it's huge. So yeah, New York, I'd love to go to again, without a doubt. Really enjoyed my time there. Miami, I wouldn't bother with again. I've done that. And Los Angeles, I love. I'd go back there again. But I want to try Orlando because I've always wanted to go there.
I figured you'd want to go to Boston. That's where I
do fancy Boston.
That's where the 200-year-old pubs are, and the Revolutionary War sites.
Yes. Well, I won't. I'm not. We don't need to see the colonial rebellion, but.
You would want a couple of pints near Paul Revere's house? Well, the British are coming. The British are coming.
I'll tell you what, though, if I go in any of the Irish bars there, I'll be telling them I'm Welsh.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of... Boston is all Irish bars. Tons.
And Wrexham has quite close connections with Philadelphia now. So,
yeah.
That's somewhere...
Yeah, but Philadelphia is... Philadelphia, that's... that's really where the country started, is Philadelphia. That's where Abraham Lincoln, what the hell? Benjamin Franklin. That's what, that's the oldest neighborhood in America, is in like real neighborhood is Philadelphia. But the rest of the city, and of course everybody wants to see the museum where the Rocky statue is and everything like that. But but Philadelphia is a real like beat to hell city, and it's very dangerous. Like,
That sounds
I mean, of course,
exactly my kind of place. Coming from the city of Wrexham, which is well known for being a safe place, I'll fit in well.
Well, in Wales, you don't really have you don't have mass shootings in Wales.
No,
like,
we don't have guns, let alone shootings
and robberies and like stabbings and stuff like that. You don't really have. I mean, look, any of these areas depend. Even if you go to Philadelphia, of course, if you stay within the neighborhood, of course you're fine. But I got news for you. Florida is no bargain either. If you're driving around in Orlando and you go a couple of miles outside, my friends, we used to always make a joke. Like, how they say, like, oh, the signs of the apocalypse, like, oh, the world is going to end, these certain signs or whatever it is. He's like, there's certain signs you're in the bad area when you're driving around and you see the workout benches, the weightlifting benches. They have them on the front lawns to emulate the prison yards. And when you don't see banks anymore, you only see checks cashed.
Yeah.
And all those kind of places, then you're like, wait a second, I made a wrong turn somewhere,
Chicago's on my list as well. My nephew's wife is from Chicago. So I've always said I will go there and experience that, with her as tour guide. How many Wetherspoons do they have in America?
I got news for you. I seen some pictures at some of those. They don't look so bad. Why are people bad mouthing Wetherspoons? Some of them look like nice little places. Some of them they don't. No, but some people are like, oh, it's a gin mill. It's a there's a lot of places much worse. I mean, it just looks like, it looks like a nice place. But it depends. Look, if you want to go to pubs, probably like you said, Boston, they have the real pubs, but also you want to go to a place that's a little different. You don't want to go to go to the same damn place. You go to another, you want to go to like in Brooklyn, that's where they have all the hip areas, the hipsters. They have like this
every
kind of.
Every time I go to a new place in the UK, Wetherspoons is where I go.
Yeah, I know. I know you want to try something different. You know what I mean? Don't you? Right. So don't you want to see a little something different?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd like to go to Vegas and Universal Studios, obviously.
Universal Studios is good.
Yeah, but weren't you in Las Vegas? Didn't you go there, Andrew? Andrew's been a lot more places than me, so you got to defer to him. I haven't really traveled.
No, I have not done Nevada. I don't fancy the desert.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't think I would cope well in the desert. It's just be too bloody hot for me.
But these places are expensive. You gotta,
Yeah.
But why would you want to go to France with those frog eaters over there?
It's easy to get to.
Yeah, well, I go in there on the Eurostar because I've never been on the Eurostar, and every time anyone's on the Eurostar and I ask to take a picture of it for me, they won't. So I'm going to go on there myself and take a picture of it for me. Yeah, I want to go to Eurostar, and then I'm going to get the VIP or whatever it is it's called now. It's not VIP anymore, but the queue jump tickets for Disneyland. And I want to stay in the Disney hotel, the top hotel. I'm going all out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but now let me ask you: when you go there, is it mostly French people there, or it's people from all over Europe?
No. Most of them there will be British. But the last few times I've been there, I'd say half the people, if not more, were British.
Really?
I fully expect there'll be low because it's. I go with my niece. We'd only go in the summer holidays. It'd just be full of British people. Anywhere you go in Europe, Western Europe, it's just British people. Even Eastern Europe now is starting to get. When I went to Prague, most of the people
I know. Andrew
were British.
Andrew loves to see this giant car park, right? He's always impressed with our giant parking lot.
There's about freaking 2 cars in it. What's the point?
So it's giant.
I couldn't get a space in Tesco's car park the other day, and I thought that was a big car park.
Oh, this is the competitor over here.
Oh, I've just had a sale.
Yeah.
Do you want
Ooh,
to pay
lovely.
guest price?
We're going to play Guess the Price, are we?
Yeah.
What's it ending?
But give us
Ending in 9.
Ends in a 9, and how much did you sell it for?
Well, I'm not telling you that, am I? That's not guessing.
$14.99.
Nope.
$9.99.
Nope.
$12.99.
Nope.
$16.99.
Nope.
$11.99.
Yeah.
Boom! I've won. I'll take a picture of boobs.
Oh, we put nothing out today.
Got up market with Tesco. Oh, Sainsbury's banned these days, Sean. Ever since Sainsbury's have started doing Aldi price match, it turns out that 90% of what I buy in Aldi, I can get in Sainsbury's for the same money, but it tastes better. And I was always going to Sainsbury's to get me factors anyway, so I tend to go to Sainsbury's, stock up there, and the Aldi is just across the road. So anything I haven't got in Sainsbury's because it's too expensive, I just walk across to Aldi and get there. So I'm more Sainsbury's now.
There's Sainsbury's is by our Aldi as well, and I go into Aldi. Then anything I haven't managed to get, I then go over to Sainsbury's and get it there. But I have thought about trying it, doing like a whole Aldi price match shop and just seeing how it comes out.
I say most of what I get is
Now, is Aldi supposed to be a discount store?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, because they only have them in the hood over here a little bit, but like I said, it's a small store. It's not a giant store. It's a smaller supermarket.
Yeah.
But do they have anything super special, or it's just cheaper stuff?
Yeah, it's just cheaper stuff. Like it's unbranded basically. And
okay, that's not bad. But it's not like dollar store stuff where it's like mystery. Like, or do you have, what's it called, Poundland?
Yeah, it's not like Poundland.
No, it's not like that. But you can just get like the basic stuff that you need. And if you want anything slightly more exotic, you've got to go to Sainsbury's.
Do you guys have Whole Foods over there? That's for the upper crust.
Yeah, we used to
the Amazon?
Them, but it shut down.
We have we have Waitrose, but you only find it in places that are very expensive to live. There's probably one by Spoofy.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, but we have Foods as well. But I put them all down.
We got a Marks and Spencer's food hall in Prestatyn. I started shopping there because they have stuff in there that is cheaper than in Sainsbury's, which I can't wrap my head round. And they have opened the Marks and Spencer's food hall just around the back of Sainsbury's in Wrexham as well. So now I got 3 bloody shops I'm going around to get me stuff.
Yeah.
just to save yourself about £1. It's all exercise, isn't it?
Yeah.
What Bobby is going to do now is crotch count. He's going to zoom in on everybody's penis or lady area.
Oh. Now, Andrew, do you understand French or no?
Oui,
Not we. Parlez-vous français?
Oui.
But that's not going to work when you go over there.
Oh, speaking French, they're fantastic. I am amazing at French. I qualified.
Now, did you ever go to those Eastern Bloc countries or no?
Yeah, I went to Prague, Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Which one? Czech Republic?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a nice. But you never.
I went clubbing, and it's the only time I've ever pulled in a foreign language that I didn't understand. Just mostly pointing. A little bit of grinding.
Well, but if you go to a town like that, most people, I'm sure, can speak English, right?
Yeah.
Here, look here.
Most people speak English, really.
Go to America, most people speak English.
And Australia.
Not in this store. This is not on that side of the town.
Don't be doing the Spanish again.
What?
Every time you speak Spanish to somebody, they look at you like you've just shat your pants.
If you think that's funny,
Droitwich is definitely posh.
If you think that's funny, you should hear it when the Pakistani guys speak Spanish.
Hola, señorita, ¿cómo estás?
See, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, we're a man of culture.
Trust me, those ladies, they like it when you speak a little Spanish to them. They're very impressed. They're like, oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we need to work on your understanding of facial expressions.
They like that. They like when you speak a little Spanish to them.
Do you like it when somebody speaks Spanish to you, Sophie?
I haven't thought too much about it, to be honest. But I suppose
let's try it. Hola, Sophie. Dos.
Yeah, but you don't have Spanish-speaking people how many Spanish-speaking people do you have in your entire country?
Well,
10?
Probably quite a lot. Spain isn't that far away, to be fair. I suspect there's a significant Spanish population in the UK.
Yeah.
I never. How many people in the chat even know somebody from Spain?
I know quite a few people.
I know loads of people from Spain because loads of them come over to work. So I know loads.
Yeah, I know that. Actually, I just left my not Spain. I just left my.
I think I know more Spanish people than I do French people.
I was gonna say I thought you know more Spanish-speaking people than me. I'm like, there's no way. There's more Spanish-speaking people in this store than there is in the whole UK.
That's definitely not true.
If I go in the back, I'll show you. There's gonna be 100 of them back there.
Yeah.
Wow, it's been picked through big time. I'm here a little late.
Apparently, in 2021, there were 206,000 Spanish nationals in the UK.
206? Okay, that 206 is not that many.
So that's probably about 0.4% of the population. But that was a couple of years.
You said 206? Oh, 206,000.
Yeah, 206,000, yeah.
Oh, I think you said 206. Yeah, so here we have one whole town which is all Spanish speaking. I mean, this town we have at least that many just on my island.
But if you go to Spain, right? There's over 300,000 British people in Spain. So
Wow.
there's more British people in Spain than there are Spanish people in Britain.
Do you know many Italian?
Yeah, in this neighborhood, we don't have a lot. We have. I told you, I just came from the Portuguese neighborhood. We have a lot of Portuguese people here. But there's the. I usually go to this bakery and I get some good stuff over there. But the girl who I usually go there to flirt with, she wasn't working today.
What a remarkable coincidence. The day that you wanted to be there, she wasn't there. That's shocking. I don't know how these
it's not
things
always.
work.
What? Like she didn't know I was coming in. And then we got another place around the corner, Argentina, around the corner from here. And they got girls from everywhere. Every time I go in there, they got someone new. You know, over here, you know, like I said, you can get in this neighborhood over here, you can get by without speaking English. You know.
Yeah.
Ugh. So I can go to one more stop. I'm gonna make one more.
Is it a takeaway?
No, I told you for takeaway. I had you know what a Philly cheesesteak sandwich is?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a chopped up cheese, melted cheese over it, some onions. I know you don't like onions, but you don't have to get it with onions.
Set fire to it. You can't eat that.
Yeah, you can get. How do you like sweet peppers? You know bell peppers?
Well, better than I do onions.
Okay, so but they put peppers and onions. Obviously, you don't have to get the onions.
So,
but I put mayonnaise on it. But that's the way I take it.
I would put a nuclear weapon on it.
So, you don't like Philly cheesesteaks?
Not with onions, no. Anything with onions in just serves nuking.
Yeah, but they add the onions on there, meaning it's not like it's already pre-made.
There's just the criminal activity that is.
I'm so gutted that for Andrew's Secret Santa, no one sent him an onion.
I'm very happy that nobody sent me onions for a Secret Santa.
I would have died. It would have been so funny.
I've had more than one Secret Santa that has involved the delivery of an onion.
Anyway, people over here, Philly cheesesteak sandwich is pretty popular over here. You know, even though it's not my favorite, but sometimes I'm in the mood for it. So then I went there, and then after the Philly cheesesteak takeaway, well, I didn't take it. What if you sit down and eat it there? It's not a takeaway.
I had vomit for lunch.
Oh, nice.
I had golden rice with vegetables. Fucking hell, that was awful.
Golden rice? What is golden rice?
Well, it's rice that looks like somebody's pissed on it.
Yeah, but isn't it like something? There's people they protest it because it's chemically made or something like that. Is that, you know what I'm talking about?
I've no clue.
All
I know is I'd rather.
It's like genetically modified. It supposedly it's genetically modified in order for it to be like indestructible, like so it doesn't like go bad or anything. Well, like it doesn't matter. Like
it's on the list of foods I can have on my diet, so I thought I'd try that. Oh, fucking hell, Christ, never again.
I'm just saying that's what I heard, that it's supposedly. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Who puts sweet corn in with rice? It fucking hell, it was awful.
You don't like sweet corn?
No, awful stuff.
I love sweet corn.
No.
Of course. So if you got to come to America, we got corn everywhere. I think that America is where corn is from. That's where corn is from. The Indians. The Indians gave us corn.
Oh.
And they called it maize. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maize. Yeah.
Yeah. Our Indians, not your Indians.
Is it not Mexican?
What?
I thought it was Mexican.
well, the hemisphere, but I'm saying people who came here from England, the
Oh, yeah,
Pilgrims,
it's
and
definitely
all
not.
the people who left. They left.
No. Yeah, it's
They
definitely not
fled
English.
the. They fled the royalty from England. They came here and they ate, and then the Indians gave them corn.
That's not. They didn't come to America because they were fleeing the royalty. They came to America because they wanted to spread the word of God.
Yeah, and they didn't want them to spread the word of God in England. So that's
Bloody
so
Yeah, no
religion.
one wants to
that's
hear
called that's we have Thanksgiving here. You know the Pilgrims.
Yeah, that's because they nearly starved to death, and then the Indians fed them.
Yeah, exactly.
So to give thanks to the people that are then persecuted and murdered for the next 2 centuries.
I love sweet corn. I could just eat it out.
Come on, come on. You always get the bad side, Andrew. You never see the bright side of anything. You always look at the negative.
I think there would be some what do we call them now? American Indians we call them now, don't we? We can't call them Native, or is it Native Americans now? I don't even know what the terminology is anymore. I'm sure there'll be some
Yeah.
that will like.
Well, they do have name. You know what it is? They do have names. Like
Brian.
it's funny you say that because just when I left that bakery before, the Portuguese bakery, a woman had a bag from and it said on it Mohegan Sun, and Mohegan is a type of Indians. And what happened is right now, now the Indians are making a lot of money because they're allowed to open casinos. You're not as an American. I mean, now they're starting to change laws and everything now with like gambling websites and stuff like that. But generally speaking, only Indians, because they have different laws on their books, because they're given land, so they can open up casinos on their land. So they now they're making money with the it's a Mohegan Sun. So all of those places, most of the places that you see in America that are casinos are Indian reservations.
Why are they called Indians?
Well, because they were they're West Indians.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
They're not East Indian, West Indian, not East Indians.
Yeah.
When Columbo, or Columbus as he prefers to get known as, come across, he thought he was in India. He thought he'd circumnavigated the world. So when he landed in the West Indies and that part, he called the natives Indians because he thought they were Indians, but actually they weren't.
Well, but let me ask you this one. You might know this answer too. I know, Andrew, you good, but I don't think Indians from India, right, the country of India, I don't think that's their. I think I thought that was a name British gave to them.
Yeah, but Columbus come along after Britain.
No, I know what you're saying, but like no. I don't know. Now you got my timeline mixed up now. But I'm saying like people from India, there was never a country called India. They never existed until British came.
Yeah, well,
right?
I don't even know what anyone's talking about.
I know Andrew and I go off on tangents. We start. I don't know how we end up over there.
They were never in Australia until the British came, even though there were
Aboriginal.
People who lived there, but they never.
The Australian.
They were tribal. They didn't have a concept of nation. What we brought along was the concept of nation.
Yeah, Aboriginals.
Who can't get the vote or something. I haven't paid attention to Australian politics for a bit, but
see, and always a good trivia question. Before New York, what was New York before it was New York?
Oh, it was New Amsterdam, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's always a good one. Now, supposedly, see, always a story like that the Dutch like to tell. When they acquired land in America, they purchased the land, not like the English who just took it. Like
We
Manhattan
we
was
we
purchased.
we bought Manhattan from the Dutch.
No, you took it over from the
We
Dutch.
didn't take it from the Dutch.
They sent war. They sent a warship over the thing.
After we had negotiated a price.
And that's what they said. The old story goes is that Manhattan was purchased for like 30 quid. So that's the old story, is that it's like, here you go. They took it for almost nothing. Because part like Brooklyn is a Dutch word, and like even my side of the island is the Dutch side. The other side of Long Island is the British side. But then eventually Britain came and they just took the whole thing over.
Well, yeah, because we give the Dutch the band the sea instead. Nice little trade.
Okay.
Worked out
They
well.
trade. Okay, there's always been trades.
I mean, we ended up with one of the biggest cities in America, and they got a tiny little Caribbean island. It was like a fair trade to me.
Let me ask you, did you ever see the movie? I guess it came out about 20 years ago. The Gangs of New York?
Yes, with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The old days.
Do you know, I used to be in a gang.
Oh, look at this traffic on the highway. Oh, I should have known better than to take the highway. Or what do you call it? The motorway. The motorway.
The motorway.
The motorway. How do you like my British accent? The motorway.
Right, Sophie, you're in charge. I got to go to the toilet.
All right.
You have to go. No, isn't it called the loo?
Yeah, it's the loo, Bob.
The loo. I have to go to the loo and make a number 2 at the loo.
Bob?
Hold on.
Do you need to go for a number 2?
In the loo.
The loo.
No, well, at least I can understand your English, Sophie. Now I forgot. Now, how far are you from Andrew, like miles wise?
Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that. I know it takes about 2.5 hours.
Now, is there a motorway or not really? Like, that's what other people were saying, is that a lot of the motorway system isn't really that great over there. It's not like you just get in the car, just
No.
Because you have towns everywhere.
I think I can get a motorway some of the way, and then it's probably like country roads the rest of the way.
I noticed that when I watch like on the internet and everything, it's just, those country roads, they're like, a lot of them are like one lane. Is it just my eyes, or is it really like that?
No, it is like that. You just have to pull over.
Oh my God. It's like, did you ever watch these videos? I guess they're like in like Pakistan and stuff like that, where they're driving along a mountain. Do you ever watch these, Sophie?
Yeah.
Where they're like there's one lane roads, and they're driving around a mountain, and then like they have to. It's like a car looks like it's gonna fall off the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, that's scary. I wouldn't do that.
It's like, why don't they just blow away through the mountain?
Thing with your country lanes is, if you drive an SUV like I do, you don't need to worry about other cars because they will just get out of your way.
Oh wait, but isn't it? But let me ask you, what I heard. I mean, obviously, I don't know, but now somebody said in Wales it's very mountainous. Now, are you near that area, Andrew, where the mountains are?
Well, the biggest mountain in Wales is like down the road, probably about less than an hour away, I would think.
Okay, an hour's a while. It's not close.
Andrew's 114 miles from me.
The mountains, and I heard it's like really crappy. Like the whale, it rain. It's always rainy and cold no matter what. Those mountains and Wales.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it will
We
be
hear
raining.
stories.
It will be raining and cold on the top of a mountain, yes, because it's like a freaking cloud level, isn't it? The clouds are full of rain. So that will happen. It's unavoidable. Any mountain is going to be cold and wet.
Yeah, that's true. I don't mind some mountains once in a while, but I don't mind my, plains. This is what we call plains over here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can flip. I want to see if I can flip this around. See if you guys can see where I'm at. I'm not gonna go to. I was gonna go to another store, but I'm not gonna go to that one because it's too hard to shop in there.
I still haven't actually ever seen. I've never seen you purchase anything that's not been a takeaway.
Oh yeah, so you can see here.
Do you cook, Bob?
Cook what?
Does he cook?
What do you mean? Do I cook?
Do you cook at home?
Well, I buy pre-made food. I mean, I'm not. What am I gonna do? Go get a pot and pan and start making stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sophie made a lovely feta cheese thing with pasta earlier.
Oh, I had feta cheese the other day. I had a Greek, but now when you go in, you don't call it takeaway. When you eat there, it's just a restaurant, regular restaurant. So I had a large salad, okay, even though it's not the traditional Greek salad, but they put iceberg. You guys eat iceberg lettuce, chopped up, feta cheese over the top, tomatoes and onions, or Earl and vinegar.
Okay,
and then they get
with onions.
Now, you know what I think they call it an gyro or a gyro. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, it's what benefit people get to spend on their in Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
So they don't have that at Wetherspoons. A gyro.
Every person in Wetherspoons pretty much has been funded by a gyro.
All right. Well, I don't understand that reference, but I'm just gonna say. So I eat that. It's some kind of mystery meat sliced over the pita bread, and they put like a white yogurt sauce over it, which I don't even know how they make that either, but it tastes delicious. So I had that with the feta cheese over the top. But like I said, it's not a takeaway. It's you go there and it's like they mainly do takeaway, but they have about 4 or 5 tables in there. If I can eat at the store, I prefer to eat. Usually food tastes better when you eat it right there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But takeaway. But sometimes I'll go to the supermarket and then I'll get, like, for example, most supermarkets here in America have like a rotisserie machine for chickens, right? Yeah. So they'll do it, and they're way better than if you make it yourself. So the rotisserie, I know you don't eat American chicken because it has chemicals in it, whatever, I don't care.
Buddy, it's like eating a swimming pool.
This guy, Andrew, he just watches those Channel 4 news specials that they're all full of crap, like
I've had your chlorinated chicken. I've eaten it. I've commented from personal experience.
Yeah, so like right now on special, you can get a whole chlorinated chicken, right, for $5.99. All right, which is for you, $4.50 or $4.75? Oh, just under £5. You can get a whole chicken, and then the lady, she'll take it in the back. She cuts it. I speak to her in Spanish, and she'll bring it in the back and then cut it up nicely for me. I call her Mamacita. And
Oh,
she says, "Okay,
right,
fine."
hang on. She takes the chicken, cuts it up for you, like, and you call her mama. So basically, you're the
Yeah,
baby in this scenario.
yeah. That's how you speak to this. Hey, mommy, ¿qué pasó?
Hey,
You
mummy,
know,
can you cut up my chicken for me before I have it?
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Listen, Andrew. It's a different culture they have. They don't have the Western culture. You know what I mean? It's a lot different. The Western culture is cut it up yourself.
I'm sure that they do cut up food for their kids as well. I don't think that's a thing that is restricted.
Yeah, but not their 40-year-old kids.
Well, yeah.
So I go back there. She cuts it up for me. I smile, because you know this. See, Andrew, the women there, they want to marry me, of course, because you know why. You know the answer to that.
Green card.
They want to get. They say, oh, they show me places on their phone. Oh, take me to this island. I'm like, I don't know where the hell this place is. I don't want to go zip lining and shit like that. They want to go here, go there. We have a show here. It's popular. That 90-Day Fiance. You probably have it there also in UK, right? You ever heard of that show?
No, I haven't heard of that.
I know what I know the
it's-
type of show you mean though. We've got something similar. I can't remember what it's called, but there is something similar to it. Yeah.
Yeah, 90 Days Fiance.
Yeah, you meet someone, you get married to them like super quickly, and it's shit. And yet they end up hating. All that happens is that they end up hating each other a lot quicker than they would have done otherwise.
Yeah, they just get annoyed.
Yeah, because that's what happens. Like, some woman, she's like 20 years old. She's marrying this guy who's 50 years old. This woman from like Philippines, and she's like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna have a baby." Like, no, I don't want to have no baby. I'm old, And then it's like, not working out. Come on, Andrew. Don't tell me you didn't think about doing that. Come on.
Oh, I've looked into it. I'm thinking if I get one of these Thai brides, I get them listing for me.
Go to Colombia.
There's a lad who does it, Daz Smith Official on Instagram or YouTube, whatever he's on. He ran the Reselling University. He's got a Thai bride. She does all his listing for him, 100 listings a day. Thinking, I want that.
Wow.
She'd paid a 10 grand fee back in no time doing that.
But now on YouTube, there's a lot of guys crying because there's a lot of guys that went to like Colombia, and what they do is, of course, they think they're gonna get lucky, but what happens is, what the women do, they put like chemicals in their drink, and then they go back to the apartment, and then they clean out their hotel room or whatever, But what did they expect? They're gonna go to Colombia. They're gonna go to a foreign country. What do they think? The women are just gonna like who do you think? Duh.
Well, I don't know. I've been to America, and I must say the American ladies were very obliging.
No, I'm talking about American guys going down to South America, to Colombia and those places.
I'm sure if I went to Colombia, they'd be very friendly.
Yeah, they're very friendly when they're cleaning out your hotel room.
Honestly, they'd find nothing in it. I'm a very thrifty man. All they would find, they'd find a couple of bags of stock that I'd got in the local charity shop.
The word is frugal.
Yeah, frugal.
Frugal. I don't know where that word. I used to think it was a word from German, but it doesn't. But apparently it isn't.
I would like to do a holiday that is funded by reselling. I would like go to, say, charity shops, buy a load of stuff, then go to the local car boot, flog it all, and that gives me holiday money for the next week.
But now, you guys, I never hear anybody. You guys don't go to the European mainland to like look for stuff and everything. Like nobody ever. I always. Like, do you remember they used to have a channel, the Celtic Thrifters?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they used to go to.
Yeah,
France.
they used to go to I think and I think they used to go to like other places. They used to travel around looking for stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they
You
did.
know,
They used to pick up stuff and then they
but
used to
like,
bring it back with him, and then they sold it on. There are a couple of
yeah.
channels that do it, but they go to America and pick up stuff there and bring it back.
But you know, it's weird. Like, does nobody want to talk to the Germans? It's like they don't exist. Like nobody.
Well, it's just
They
boring,
speak
though,
English.
isn't
They speak English.
it? It's
They
boring.
speak English over there.
It's boring. It's shit. It's a crap country. Why did you think
Really?
they were? Why did you think they were so desperate to invade everyone else? Because it was shit there.
Yeah. Well, but now at least they speak English now, right?
Well, that's what happens when you lose a war.
The thing is, though, Bob,
Yeah.
since Brexit, it's so much more expensive to go anywhere now.
Uh-oh. Could you? I'm gonna have to ask you. I just went through a dead zone. I'm sorry. So.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Fucking hell, it's a great
Oh, you're
conversation
eating.
you two are having, isn't it? Jesus Christ, like a car crash.
I said since Brexit, it's so much more expensive to fly anywhere or go anywhere now.
Real? Oh, is it fees or it's dollar? Wait, but the exchange, the currency exchange, isn't a big difference.
No, it's just
The pound used to be a lot stronger against the euro.
it's just the
Really?
the flights, the prices of holidays, like it's all just so
Well, but keep this in mind. In the last so many years, when it comes to traveling, everything is so much more expensive. Like I would in the United States, I was reading an article in a like well not read whatever. It came up on my phone, business website. They said in like the last year, travel expenses have increased like almost 20%.
yeah.
Because a lot of places from COVID, people weren't traveling. So now they're all trying to raise their money, raise prices. So it's not just.
Basically, Bobby, when we go to Spain, Germany, France, whatever, we're going for
Sure.
a holiday. We're not looking for stock. I think that's most of the problem. People want to break from buying stock, so they're going there for different purposes. You'll see people that go in at local car boot, local thrift stores and give them a try.
Yeah.
And they will pick up stuff, but by and large, the amount you've got to pay to put an extra case on the plane is more than the profit you would make from it. So it doesn't work out financially. With the Celtic lifters, when they were going across, they were driving across, so they were filling their car and whatever. They weren't getting the planes. It was a bit different.
Yeah, but how? Wait, but where were they living in England or were they living in Scotland?
No,
They were in Scotland.
Wales. They're living in Wales.
Yeah.
They were Welsh.
I was gonna say that had to be far. I mean, I figured they lived way up north. I mean, they had very strong accents.
Yeah, very strong South Wales accents.
Oh, those are Wales accents? Okay.
Yeah.
Not Scotland?
Yeah,
okay.
No, Celtic, Welsh Celtics.
The Welsh Celtics? Oh, yeah, because that was a very, very, they had a very thick accents. Yeah. I mean, they were I don't want to insult anybody over here, but they were you can understand what they're saying. I mean, it's not like some people, I'm not going to mention names. There's some people that
banned me from their Facebook group.
What happened?
They banned me from their Facebook group for posting too many YouTube links. So insult away.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying there's some people from Scotland that they're impossible. You can't understand a word they're saying. I mean, it's just weird how it became. I mean, look, everybody has an accent, but just like some, it's just like, what the hell are you saying? Like the words are different. Everything is different. I guess I don't know. If you travel far, is it just certain towns people they speak like that?
I would like to apologise to our Scottish viewers now for anything that may be said. I'd like to remind you that the views
does not represent the views.
The guests on DWA did not necessarily reflect those of UK Industries.
But they understand us. We just don't understand them. How does that work? That's weird. I don't know.
The first
time we have in America, we have people. Did you ever watch like those? I know people in UK watch those shows called swamp people.
Geez,
You ever heard of those?
I've heard of the
What happened?
swamp kickers.
Yeah, like they live down in the south in the swamps, and they're speaking English, but like, you know, is it English? You know, it's like, you know, it's actually the people from the south. I'm talking about the swamp, like deep south. They're actually French Canadians. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but they were people. I think they were driven out by the British. They were French Canadians that lived up in Canada, and then they were driven out, and then they were sent down to Louisiana. You know, they all have, their last names are all their last surnames, their last names are all French.
Well, Louisiana is a French name.
Yeah, exactly. So all the people down there, they're all they're from Canada. But there's the French parts of Canada.
Is that North or Powys is Mid Wales, Junie? It's not North or South. It's Mid.
Oh my God! I can't get a parking spot in this joint. That's because it's a sale day over here. It's packed to the rafters. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to walk a mile to get to this joint. What happened? You have a battery out? You didn't you got to change the battery, the smoke detector. You don't hear that chirping?
No, I think that's in your head.
Is that you or Sophie?
I'm not doing anything.
No, there's.
Oh wait, did you like a beep? Was it like that?
Yeah, it's a smoke detector.
Oh yeah, it's my battery out on my smoke detector.
And you can't. You could go to sleep with that?
Yeah.
That would drive me freaking crazy.
I've got used to it. But then I was in all the time, don't I, being a nurse with all different machines and everything. You just switch off from it, really.
Don't you think maybe you should put a battery in it?
Yeah, what if there's a fire?
I can't read.
But they got these magic things called ladders.
I haven't got one.
Fuck me, you go out every day, get a ladder.
That's actually my mother bought me for Christmas. She bought me a fire blanket because she keeps thinking I'm gonna get, I'm stuck in the basement and there's a fire that's gonna happen. Now I'm gonna get stuck.
I don't think a fire blanket's gonna help you much.
What do you mean? Yeah, well, if you have a fire blanket, you can't catch on fire. What do you think of fire blankets? It's not to put you on fire, it's to put the fire out.
Yeah, if it was a big fire and you're going down to the basement, you're fucked.
Yeah, or if let's say there's a small fire, you can throw the fire blanket on top of the fire and smother out the fire.
If I see a fire, I ain't throwing nothing over nothing. I'm fucking running.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if it's a little tiny fire,
let it burn.
You throw it on.
Let it burn. I'm gone.
What? And then burn the whole store down, and then.
Yep, let it burn.
What about all my merchandise?
I ain't going nowhere near no fire. Let it burn.
Yeah, but I'll put it out. And I got fire. Actually, the fire extinguisher I have, they expire, fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
When you got to look at the thing. Oh, this is your favorite one, American Thrift. You're like, what an original name. Oh my God.
If he tries to speak fucking Spanish now.
Sorry. It's all right. You can go first. All right.
Get a number. Get a number, Bobby. She was just flirting with you.
I'm sure. All right.
Look for the Brook Taverner.
I gotta look through the suit department.
Is it Bruno Cunicelli?
Nah, you found more of that? Remember you found one piece like 5 years ago?
Yeah. That remains to be the only piece that I found and sold.
Yeah, and you found that at TJ Maxx, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. You're right. Yeah. In Wrexham.
But you know, it's funny you say that because
£1,000 dress for 50 quid in Wrexham. I was like, I'll have that.
That happens once in a while here. People, they don't even know what the hell it is. I don't think they put them with fresh merchandise.
Edie Martin?
I'm going to the loo.
What, do you got to tell the whole store?
I still, to this day, have not yet seen you actually buy anything in a thrift store.
I'm always buying stuff. Yeah, but I got to get a little bit pickier.
Hickey, I've seen how much stuff you got in your backlog.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. You're putting out too much fresh merch.
Merch. I've got the fresh merch.
Nick has
Are
asked
you mocking me?
Nick,
Are you mocking me?
Nick wants to hear your best British accent.
You got to start me up. Oh, the new. You know what it is? Because sometimes I'll start it and then I'll end up doing Irish. You know?
Yeah,
Lovely day it is.
A little bit
Lovely
Irish.
day it. Can you do Irish? Lovely day it is. Top of the morning to you.
I can do Irish, so what else?
Oh, you got to talk like this, don't you? Don't you?
No, you gotta
You're a
talk
lovely lass.
3 and 2 hard, so what else?
You're a lovely lass, aren't you?
But I try, so what else? That hard life.
Judy wants to hear you do a Scottish accent.
Oh no!
I'll talk Scottish.
I got to do.
Scotland.
I got to hear a little Scrooge McDuck first, and then I can look at this. They didn't put any fresh merch today on the suit department,
No fresh
unless
merch.
somebody scooped it. Look at this. Gar nix. You want to hear the German accent? Warum ist die Banane krumm? Weil die Banane ist gerade wieder keine Banane mehr.
When does the German accent start?
That was just a little German. Not. You don't have the accent. Can you? All right. How about this? Do it. Can you do an American accent?
Of course I can.
I've done my American accent, taking the piss out of you.
Come on, let's do it. Let's hear some American.
I'm
Just
from New York.
Regular.
New York. New York is where I'm from. New York. Are you in a taxi? New York.
Who talks like that?
Well, you.
I don't talk like that.
You talk like that.
Oh, excuse me.
Who talks like that? I don't talk like that. Where's your
You
fresh
talk-
punch?
You're talking to me?
Nobody talks like that.
You're talking to me?
Say water.
Oh, yeah, don't you get me started on that? Christ. How can people not
Say-
understand the word water?
No, water.
Well, it's water, isn't it? That's such an argument. Fucking desperate for water.
Water.
What do you want to drink? I'd like some water, please. You want what? Water. What? Water. I need water. It's the frigging desert. I need water. You want what?
How about if you want a bottle of beer? How do you order a bottle of beer?
I point at it, and I hope they understand the pointing.
No, if you point at it, they're gonna think you're too drunk, and they're not gonna serve you.
Fine.
You gotta say. You have to say, "I'll have a bottle of Bud." Say it, bottle of Bud.
A bottle of Bud.
No, it's all one word. Bottle of Bud. Bottle of Bud.
Herpes.
Bottle of Bud.
Yeah. Bottle of Bud.
Bottle.
Yeah, I gotta work on my. But then again, you guys have so many different. You have like 15 different accents just in one small country. You know.
Yeah, but America's got loads of different accents too.
Well, but America's also a giant country. It's a lot different.
Well, it is now because conducted a rebellion.
But you guys conducted a rebellion too against the Romans or whoever, the Normans.
No, we've never rebelled.
See, the Normans or who?
No, we've never rebelled.
What do you mean never rebelled?
We've never rebelled.
What are you talking about?
The Romans didn't leave Britain because of rebellion.
Why they leave? Why they leave?
They left because we were getting harassed by barbarians in Rome. They withdrew their armies to defend Rome. It's nothing to do with us.
The Romans. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Who said that?
That was Mark Antony.
Come on. Yeah, but who wrote that?
Well, I don't know who wrote it.
Julius, that's Shakespeare. Isn't that your the most famous guy from your country?
Well, no, that's David Beckham, clearly.
David. I think Shakespeare has a little bit more on Beckham.
I don't know. I think more people would recognise David Beckham than would recognise Shakespeare.
No. Come on. Are you kidding me? Romeo and Juliet.
If you put a picture of Shakespeare next to a picture of David Beckham, I guarantee you more people
there's no picture.
David Beckham.
Well, there's no picture.
There's no picture.
There's no picture of Shakespeare. There was no camera. Paintings.
Well, a painting is a freaking picture. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess so. But it depends how it's not, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this giant is so busy over here. See here.
That said no bobbies. You're not allowed in there. It said no Bobby.
No want a mouth?
Bobby banned.
All right, let's see here. Should I look at the tide? No. Wow. Look how long this line is over here.
When you buy wholesale, this is this store where your stuff has come from.
Oh yeah, that's like you said. Oh, when you guys get those bundles.
Yeah. Always an American thrift store tags on them. Always.
Yeah, I told you it was funny. This guy, what's his name? Cardboard Chris. He was pulling out jackets from like local teams here. I'm like, this is like right 10 blocks. This is like 10 minutes from my house. What's that? Speak a little Spanish. See, I can't fit through here. I'm too fat. I gotta lose weight over here. I gotta lose a few stones. Is that what you say? How do you say that?
I need to be less fat.
You don't say I gotta lose a couple of stones?
I say that I need to be less fat personally. Other people may say different stuff.
Because you guys don't use pounds, because obviously because you get confused because of the money. If you say I need to lose a few pounds, people think you're crazy.
I think people probably would say that.
System.
I think people do say that they would lose a few pounds. Yeah, I don't think I don't think people get confused. That is something we do say. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't
did have
put
this.
ourselves in.
But when you go,
I worked with
you,
this an Italian guy. He
what?
says you need to lose a few kilos.
Yeah, we don't say kilos.
Yeah, well, he was from Italy, so that's because
They're weird there.
his dad was American and he was in the army or in the Navy.
In the Navy, you can sail the seven seas in the Navy.
Yeah. Yeah, his dad was in the Navy. He was a cook, and then he came over here. Bastard, I hate the guy. He came to the restaurant. He had sex with all the waitresses.
Fucking brilliant. I need to be there. Imagine if I turned up there, Bobby, they'd be all over me.
Nah, this guy was a handsome guy.
Well, so am I.
Nah, this guy was and he had the Italian, the Italian accent.
This may come as a shock, Bobby, but many ladies find me attractive.
Come on, Andrew, come on, we're amongst friends now.
I am a very attractive man, Bobby. You need to accept this.
Look at this here. See here, look. Here's one side here. Armani Collection. They got 20 of them. You're supposed to say, Rob, you have enough stock. Go home and list.
We're not buying anything.
Hey, look. You see this? This is
100% cashmere made in
this
Scotland.
is fake. No, this. You see this? It's like it's not sewn on. It's fake.
Oh, people
That's not
fake.
look, now I'm stuck back here. Look at this. I'm gonna get out of here.
People fake making stuff in Scotland. Fucking hell, I got desperate now.
No, it's. Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, we've lost Bobby. Hello, Porkies. Hello, Secret Capper. There's clothes cheaper out there. When I went to the American Macy's, I went to in America. Christ, they're doing Ralph Lauren shirts for $12 and stuff. It was mental. I got loads of stuff just for me.
No, people here. That's good. If you find sweaters made in Scotland,
Hello,
that
Mandy.
sells well. Yeah. If you find, you ever heard of like Pringle of Scotland or Ballantine?
Yes. Oddly enough, yes.
I forgot. There's a few good names there. If you find them, they sell for good money. Like I said, Ballantine. Or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but
No, Ballantine is correct.
know
Amazingly, you've actually pronounced something right. I don't know what's wrong with you today.
oh my god, I pronounce it in my American accent. Look at this. They don't even have it in English over here.
It says no. It says no, Bobby.
They don't even put the signs in English.
It's stop
Because there's
also in English. I'm literally reading the English words. I think you're not like I think you've lost the ability to read. You're not enough takeaway. You need more takeaway. This is the problem.
Yeah, here we go. Here's your store right here.
the fuck is that? Oh, this is your fake Scotch. This is your fake whiskey, isn't it?
Fake whiskey. Hennessy is fake.
I've never
How
seen
about this one? Let me show you something. You want to see something here?
That the Powerball, $760 million. Somebody's going to have a good day if they win that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Nice.
what I would do if I had 760 million?
Yeah.
I'd be dead in a week.
I know. You guys have this place over there, right, too?
Yeah, we have Subway, yeah.
And what about this other one? You have Best Buy or no? You know Best Buy? You have it?
I know it, but we don't have it. I think we might have done it at one point, but we definitely don't have it now.
I don't know why. It's not bad over here. It's all right. You know, look, it could be worse. There's a lot of places in the world that are better, that I'm doing better than. So I don't like to cry too much, if you know what I'm saying. Good.
Right, so we're in a massive car park again that you couldn't get parked in.
We're massive. I know you love those massive car parks.
Fucking.
Oh, here's the other place. You know the other one here too. It's a cheap booze place and cheap food.
Bargain.
Can you see that back? Can you see that Applebee's back there?
Yeah, I like Applebee's.
Yeah, they're kind of, I guess. But see, now did somebody say that? I don't know. Maybe it was Nick or somebody, Nick Hills. Like, they don't have waitress service at Weatherspoons. There's no waitress. Like, if you sit at a table, there's no waitress who comes up.
Well, there isn't, but they have an app. So you can order food and drink on your app, and then it gets brought to your table.
Yeah, but or how are you supposed to harass the girl who comes and brings you your stuff, right?
Well, I think that's the point.
Yeah, but don't you want service?
No, I want alcohol. I go in there for alcohol. I want to get drunk. The thing is,
but why don't,
if you have a waitress,
that's because you guys are too. That's because you guys are too cheap. You can't throw a few dollars tips. That's why.
Well, yeah, if you have a waitress, you've got to pay him. I'm not paying for him.
Yeah, but you're paying for a service. Oh, and over there, you don't tip the bartenders, right?
No, I don't.
You don't tip.
Don't tip anyone. They get paid enough as it is.
Oh yeah, I told you, like my friend Steve, who's in England right now, he always would make a joke. He's like, nobody would ever tip you over there, and he's like, you know what? In England, he's like, people don't put money on the bar.
No,
in England.
The thing is, though,
right?
We pay what's called the national living wage. So your waitress, your bar staff, etc., are already getting a good income. They don't need the tips to supplement their income because they're already getting well paid by their employer. I know when I go over there, your bar staff are not getting paid very well by their employer, and therefore they need to supplement their income.
I used to work at one place where there was no pay. You work for no pay.
Yeah, that's mental. Whereas here,
but guess what?
They're getting paid more.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, but Andrew, guess what? I could leave with $400 or $500 in my pocket.
Yeah, because
cash money.
You. But your employer should be paying you.
Yeah, but what? So what am I going to do? I would complain to him. Meanwhile, I'm going to walk out with $300, $400, $500 cash money in my pocket. And Uncle Sam doesn't know nothing about it.
But that is what is called slavery.
How is that slavery?
Because you're working for him for free.
Sophie, I need you to step in over here.
If you're working for an employer,
but that's another.
I just got the master sword.
If you're
and is it? Oh, my friend Steve. I told you, my friend Lucky Steve. He said that, you don't put money on the bar. Like nobody puts money. Like when you look at the bar, there's no money on there. Like for example, like here, when you're drinking, right? You put like, I mean, you used to put a 20, but now everything has gone up so much. People put a 50 now or something. And then as you drink, they take the money out of the pile.
Oh well,
No?
you could do like a tab.
Yeah, but you don't put the physical money. You don't put that on the bar.
No, you just pay at the end.
Yeah, here you put the money. Like, let's say there's all three of us. We each throw in $20, put it in a pile.
Yeah.
And then we order drinks, and then they take money from the pile.
I know what we have is a thing called a credit card, and we put that behind
Well,
the bar
yeah, of course. Yeah, in the highbrow places, people.
Nobody carries cash anymore. To be honest, Bobby, it's since COVID. It's not really unless you're doing a car boot. We don't tend to use it very often anymore.
Yeah.
Even
is it true people
like buy rounds, or you just do like a tab?
Yeah, well, here it's just different. You put the money on, and then the leave the cash on the. And then whatever, and then if you have, say, whatever, $10 left over on the thing, then you give the money left over. You give that to the bartender.
Well, no, if there's £10 left over, I'm taking it with me.
Yeah, how?
That's been McDonald's. That's been McDonald's paid for. That is.
When you squeak when you walk. You squeak, man. You're chirp when you walk.
No, you've got to understand. As I say, here we pay.
And I figured you're always the one trying to impress ladies. You don't throw a $20 tip for the lady bartender
because that would be seen as weird.
Why would that be seen? What are you talking about?
Because the bar staff are already paid for the work they're doing.
Nah, but still a tip.
They receive wages.
I would feel so weird. Like if people are ordering drinks and they're not tipping, I would be like, what the hell?
Yeah, because they're not tipping because they're already getting paid. So that
I understand. But the bartenders,
the price we pay for our drinks incorporate.
Okay, but how much money? If you go to Weatherspoons, right? The guy behind the stick. Okay, the guy behind
they're getting well paid.
What's he getting paid?
Well, he's probably getting $50,000 at least.
50,000? What? A what? No, how much per hour? Per day?
I don't know, but they're getting a reasonable
£30. Okay, yeah, but like I said, I could easily walk when I was working in Casey's.
If they get tipped, the other thing as well, if they get a tip, it's tax deductible. It's regarded as income, so they have to do self-assessment, declare it, and pay tax on it.
Yeah, but they just put it right in your pocket. Nobody knows nothing.
No, because
Prince Charles is going to come and ask for his cut.
Well, no, because then what happens is a revenue inspector will turn up and go, "Hang on a second, your staff."
Revenue inspector.
Your staff.
Revenue inspector. What is this? What revenue inspector? What is this? The Gestapo over here? They're going to come and they're going to check to see if anybody got a tip.
Yeah.
It happens.
You got to, but that's why you palm, or sometimes you could, if you do, you palm them. You know what that means? You go like this, take your fingers and the money like that, and then you palm them, put it in their palm.
No, what we do is we have our pint, we drink it, and then we leave.
Yeah, but also you said you don't like to talk to people. I remember you were making fun of me because I was talking to the guy at the petrol station.
Oh yeah, no, don't talk to strangers. No, God no.
Why? I heard in Scandinavia it's like that. People don't talk to each other. People just walk right past each other.
I talk to loads of people.
And that is why Sophie lives in an institution.
Are those walls padded back there, Sophie? No, actually, believe it or not, if you go into New York City, like in Manhattan, if you fell on the ground, somebody will walk right over you. Like it's a lot different because it's a different, it's a traveler, it's a gypsy city. You know what I mean? Like there's no one there that are like, there's no like, people move there for a few years to get a job or something like that, and then they want to get the hell out. Nobody could live there more than a few years. Unless you have a rent-controlled apartment. There are very rare people. You can get lucky and get rent-controlled apartments where there's videos on YouTube. it's funny because this guy's like this. I was watching one even today. This woman has this apartment that she's paying like $1,300 a month, which which would be like £1,000 a month for you guys, for an apartment that would be about 5,000 a month.
Yeah,
But she has a rent.
What we have here, we've got these things called slumlords, and so basically, Sophie knows about this. She lives in one. So basically,
She's a slumlord.
No, she's got a slumlord. So basically, we have landlords who consistently increase the prices, and then nobody can afford to buy anywhere because all the money is going on rent.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
There's no, I don't think, well, there is rent control in social housing, but in the private sector, it's not really a thing.
Well, only in certain places. Like it's not like all of like where I live on Long Island, they don't really have. I mean, there are government housing, but obviously I wouldn't be caught. I wouldn't drive where the government housing is. I wouldn't even drive my car down that street right now. You know what I mean? It's not, it's not safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But,
say as well. We call those council estates. Many of my viewers have probably sold stuff in them, sourcing in them, live in them.
That sounds pretty posh. A council estate. The counselor's estate. It sounds like, but it's funny too, like like it's actually you have that football club, Crystal Palace.
They have,
right?
It's weird though. We have these council estates, right? And some of them are rough. Like you wouldn't go there unless unless you were local. Others are really nice because what happened was way back when people could buy the houses cheap off the government. So a lot of people bought their houses really cheap and then spent money, gentrifying the area and doing them up, which now means that people who need houses to live in can't get one because they've all been sold off for cheap.
Yeah.
And to build new ones is very expensive, and so councils don't do it. So now you end up living on an estate with potentially people who would stab you rather than, walk past you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have places like that called like Detroit, where they have like it's actually interesting. I mean, it's sad, but it's interesting. If you ever want to watch something on YouTube, whatever it is, there are these houses that were built obviously during the turn of the century, the last century. And, these are the people that, they call them captains of industry. You know what I mean? The people who are the... What?
I'm a captain of industry.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The people who, the steel industry and the auto and so they have these places in like, say, Detroit, right? And they look like Roman ruins. Like they're these giant mansions, all brick and all ornate, all like what was I saying? Real craftsmanship, not like some crap they just threw up. It's like real. You can tell that there's workman. What?
They've spent money on building them.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money, and you could just tell that there was workmanship into it. But now, like these houses, they're all and there's just miles of them, of these mansions that are just abandoned for miles because you couldn't live there because it's just it's too dangerous. You know what I mean? You can't leave your house at night. It's just so But of course, there's YouTubers who are like adventurers. Obviously, there's always adventurer YouTubers, and they drive through those streets at night, and they're all dark, and they look at all those old houses and stuff like that. Because people are always interested, like, what do these neighborhoods look like? Because nobody wants to drive there themselves, but they just want to see, like, like what happened to that neighborhood. Oh, it's like, you ever heard of that British guy? His name was Bald and Bankrupt.
No.
Okay, this guy's actually, he's the first British man. What?
Is he bald?
Yes, and he was bankrupt. Now he gets like 5 million views on his YouTube videos.
Jesus.
So he was okay. He's the first British man, right, See, usually in his videos, he goes to usually like former Soviet bloc countries that nobody would ever go to, like Moldova and stuff like that. And people are just interested like what these places look like because these are like forgot places that the world forgot about.
Yeah.
So he'll go to like Turkmenistan and these weird places, whatever. Anyway, so what he did was he just last month he crossed. Have you ever heard of the Darien Gap?
It rings a
Okay.
bell.
Yeah. Now in between what do you call it? In between Colombia and Panama, there's an impenetrable forest with no roads, no
I've known some.
no.
I tell you what, I've had ex-girlfriends like that before.
Yeah. So make the story short. No British man has ever see people that are coming from say Venezuela that want to come to America. They have to cut through this forest, but there's like if you get a cut on your leg or something, there's no doctor, there's no town. It's miles and miles and miles. There's no one to rescue, and they have like crocodile pits, snake pits, tarantulas. So and then you can't legally pass through there. So what they have to do is they have to pay off human traffickers to let you through. And it's funny because you ever go to those nightclubs and they give you those wristbands, like say you're drinking all night.
What do you mean? Yeah.
So what the traffickers do is they give you a wristband after you pay, and that's your receipt that you paid. So this way they'll bring you through the next part of the jungle, past a river or something like that.
So, so all that we need to do to get through this gap is go to Better Buy, grab a load of wristbands, and whack him on.
Yeah, but that's not the problem. The problem is that you have to sleep at night with snakes coming into your tent and alligators and like when he's showing pictures, there's dead bodies just littered all over the pathway. You should check out the chat. Bald and Bankrupt. He gets millions of views because it's so interesting.
Do you think he's ever been to Wrexham?
You know what? He might. He's a comedian too, and he flirts with all the ladies and everything. You would like his personality.
I never flirt with her. Ask Sophie. I never flirt with the ladies.
Are you kidding me?
You always flirt with the ladies.
I feel like I'm being ganged up on now. This is discrimination. I am very well behaved.
So this guy, I thought he was very famous in England, I guess, but I guess maybe not so famous.
I've never heard of him, but I don't watch. I don't watch much of anything really.
Yeah, I thought he was the most famous. He's traveling all over the world. He goes to like Cuba, and he goes to, all these out of the way places that like regular people don't.
The only famous YouTuber I've heard of is Pervy Pie.
Kirby Pie?
Pervy Pie. That's about it. Oh,
I don't know. I did.
Hulk Hogan.
Has anybody in the chat? Okay, let's look in the chat box. Has anybody heard of Bald and Bankrupt? There's got to be one person who's here who's heard of this guy.
Martin says he wants to be bold and bankrupt.
Why would you want to be bankrupt?
I don't know. Ask him. He wrote it.
Okay, hold on. Somebody's asking. I can't read the comments because somebody's asking to ask me a question, but I'm in traffic right here. I got to be very careful. I don't want to run anybody. There's a guy over here on a bicycle. There's a tractor trailer over here.
Right. Simple rules of the road. If you're in a car bigger than a bicycle, you can run the bicycle over.
Yeah, this guy, he's just driving. And that's another thing that sucks. In New York City, they got rid of car lanes to put bike lanes in. And it's a disaster.
Yeah,
that's why I can't.
No. Martin will have different views because he is a keen cyclist. I think it's absolutely right that cyclists should have their own lane in. The problem is when you've got the road and they put a cycle lane on it, but they don't expand the road. So you've got the vehicle and the bike trying to occupy the same space, and the car's too freaking wide for it now, and it's just fucking carnage.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, and I heard too. Is this true? I heard in Wales you can't drive over 20 miles an hour.
Oh,
Somebody said that.
Don't even fucking start me on that. Don't even start me on that. So I'm not going into
Is that true?
Well,
is that true?
No, it's not wholly true. No. If you're
Partially true.
If you're in the centre of a town or city, it used to be 30. Now it's 20.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
On some roads, it's shit because because what happened was when they announced this, they put new signs up and the signs got spray painted by people who weren't in favour of it. So now you got no fucking clue what the speed limit is, and then you're getting fucking pulled over, and you're like, "Well, I've just gone past the sign, so you've just gone past 20 sign." I said, "Well, hang on, let's go back to it." Well, it's got spray paint over it. How the fuck was I supposed to know that was a 20 sign?
Well, in New York City, you know what they're doing now? They're putting speed cameras. First, they started with school cameras, but then I got a ticket one time, and it was on a Sunday.
That's what the paedophiles use, Bobby. You don't want to be using school cameras, mate.
No, I got a ticket in the mail, and it said I was doing like 35 miles an hour. I said, because there's one flea market I go to on Sundays, but it's in New York City. It's in a place called Queens. You know, there's a flea market that I go to.
I've seen the TV
Another not that name, but this is the non-English speaking part of Queens. Over here, nobody speaks English. So
look at her all of a sudden.
Oh, there she is. All right, I gotta get over. So, but make the story short.
Could that be a fucking miracle?
What was I saying? I gotta stop at the supermarket. I gotta get some turkey. Does that count as cooking? If you make a turkey sandwich at home, does that count as cooking for yourself?
Obviously fucking not. Is there any cooking involved? Does it even involve a cooker?
I don't know. Well, prepare. I don't know. Obviously not.
No.
I gotta go on a vacation.
When was your last vacation?
I don't know. Long time. I don't like long vacations. I like to just go to like a concert and stuff like that once in a while.
That's not a vacation. That's just going to a concert.
Yeah, but I don't really go. You know, because when you go away far or something like that, then I'm like contemplate. Like me, my head is all screwed up. So I'm like, oh man, I still have so much. I got work to do when I get home. You know, so it's like I'm not even enjoying my vacation when I'm thinking about when I got my mind distracted. You know.
Well, that is exactly why you need to get prostitutes when you go on holiday.
Well, that's why I said that. I'd rather just get that here. I'd rather spend money on that than go like away for a weekend. I'd rather have one night with, you know, a lady of the night rather than, you know, like.
But they not charge you for the petrol.
Oh yeah, the petrol. That's not right. That's 20 quid for petrol. 20 quid. She's just down the street. 20 quid. You want to laugh?
So
even those
people,
even those girls raise their prices.
So if I claim for my petrol deductions from HMRC, it's 45p a mile. They're on about fucking 10 quid a mile. Madness.
Listen, I got news for you. Even those girls raised their prices after COVID. Everything went up. Even though I'm looking at the website. I guess there's a lot of people out there that have money to pay for, like, you know, entertainment, money that the resellers don't have. You know.
Imagine how many blazers you'd have to sell.
Oh my God.
Just to pay the petrol.
Just to pay for we call it companionship. That's what we call it. Companionship.
I message one of them and say, look, we've got two choices here. I can either pay for your petrol or I can pay for your companionship. I can't pay for both.
Yeah.
They're going to pick the petrol, aren't they?
No, they're gonna take for the companionship. Everybody could use a nice companion just for the day, and then goodbye. So wait, I was looking at things. Somebody wanted to ask a question. Wanted to look at the comments room. Somebody was asking, ask Rob something.
Have you seen Lindsay recently, or Leslie? Leslie, sorry, Leslie.
Oh, Leslie. Yeah, I talked to Leslie the other day. You know what it is? This, you know, who Leslie is that lady. She runs the estate sale company, and right now, this time of the year, a lot of people don't move this time of the year because of obvious reasons. You know, because of the holidays, whatever it is. So she's not that busy. A lot of people aren't selling their houses. So I haven't really.
I thought it was people who died.
Well, yeah, okay, but still, even if somebody dies, right? The family has to still go through the items of the house, decide what items they want to sell, what ones they don't, which ones they want to keep, whatever it is. And they also have to remember they have to they have to disperse it amongst the heirs, So they don't usually want to do all that work until after the holiday. They're in the holiday season. They're not they're not looking to run to sell the property. I mean, some people are obviously, but usually they wait till after New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Excuse me. Usually that's what they do. They wait for that, and then But that's good. But Leslie, I still talk to her on the phone. Because I told you she sent me those, the emojis with the kissy face, with the smiley face, with the.
Oh, don't tell me you're flirting with Leslie now.
What do you say?
You're flirting with Leslie now, are you?
I got about at least a half a dozen older women that I flirt with. At least.
Christ.
Yeah, but then you guys are wondering how to get merchandise and stuff. Like I watch all these, you're buying from all these.
So flirting with old ladies is how to get merchandise.
Wow, you figured it out finally. I've been saying this for the last 4 years that I've been talking to you for 5 years.
Square foot full of stuff. I don't need to flirt with no old ladies.
Look, this son of a bitch is blocking the road. What the hell are you doing? What the fuck is this guy doing? Oh my god, these freaking idiots. Figures. Blocking the road.
Over?
Hold on, let me get into the into the car park. The car park.
Right, I need to go to the toilet.
Right now, I'm what do you call the main street again? The high street. I'm turning off the high street into the car park. It's actually it's all called Grand Avenue. Grand I. The car park. Wait, let me see. Excuse me. Let me look at the comments real fast. Can't see here. Comments. Bobby, stop flirting and they'll give you the merch for cheaper. No, what I'm trying to say is basically anybody who's new, hasn't been listening, whether it's the thrift stores or you call it charity shops, whatever we all, whatever it is, or the estate liquidation people, whoever it is, a lot of it is run by women, older women. Okay. When you go into it,
I'm just going to point out the disclaimer on the bottom of the screen before this goes any further.
You need to put out a disclaimer.
The views of the guests on DWA do not necessarily reflect those of MMUK Industries. You can now continue.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is these women, most of these companies are run by older women. And when I say older women, I don't mean to be disparaging. I'm just saying women that are older than, let's say 55 plus. That's who are running these companies. And you have to be friendly. A lot of them, I'm not saying, I don't tell them sexual things. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? I'm
my
not saying
God. I
what.
just gonna
What are you
again.
doing? All you, Andrew. All you do is talk about innuendo. That's all you do. You all day long. And now I say something, and now it's like, oh my God. Now you're clutching your pearls. Like,
God.
oh, how dare he?
Yeah, but
Andrew.
I ain't sitting here flirting with 70-year-old women.
Yeah, but guess what? Okay. So what's the difference between if we're flirting with a 60, 70-year-old woman, or if you never flirted with a girl who's 20, college age girl?
I don't know any girls who are 20.
Okay, when you're sitting at Witherspoon's with your pint in your hand,
Oh,
you don't.
they fucking hell. I won't want to flirt with anyone in Wetherspoons. Christ, we get fucking
All right,
disease.
you know what I'm saying. Not Witherspoon. You know what I'm. Come on, you know what I mean. Now you're breaking my balls.
No, don't happen, Bobby. I always stick to my own age range.
Okay, but
I'm well known for it.
Okay, well, all right. Look, my whole point I'm trying to make is, the whole point I'm trying to make is that, these women, you got to be friendlier with these women. They run the thrift stores or the charity shops. They run whatever, because it's like a lot of people, they don't want to make, buying. Like, I'm not trying to be disparaging, but guess what? These bundle picks, okay? Guess what? They're not going to give you the cream. Of course, they're going to pick out the good stuff for them. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. You want to get there before that stuff gets to that bundle. You follow what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? What do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna throw in good stuff like that? I could go into these places and put together better bundles than that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to put people down. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, but what happens is when you make friends with these other ladies, I'll give you an example with that woman Leslie, right? She got me into a sale which was phenomenal, right? They had Brioni suits, they had all like high end stuff, all Ralph Lauren, like, and good stuff, cashmere sweaters. So I told her, I says, look, I'll help you do the setup for the sale. I'll help you, because she had to take pictures and everything, whatever it is. But you let me in early. This way I can pick through stuff that I want. And then you got to send a couple of kissy faces, and you got to talk. Sometimes they want to talk on the phone for a little while. Look, I have another woman who, Andrew, they need companionship too. I'm not saying.
I'm sure they do. I don't want to be their companion.
Yeah, but then guess what? Then you're going to be shut out of the merchandise.
I'm happy with that. I've got enough merchandise. I don't need any more. I'm okay.
Yeah, but you already have your government job. You still have that. You still have that government job, right?
Currently, yes. They've not dismissed me from it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have that. So I have to get the good merch when I can find it. You know what I'm saying? If I have to be flirty with it.
What if it was an older gentleman? Would you flirt with him?
A flirt? What do you mean? Actually, I kind of did. She used to have that guy. She used to have a guy working for her who was, and I used to be friendly with him. I wouldn't tell him I wouldn't give him any of the wrong ideas, but I would sit and have a conversation with him. He's on my YouTube channel, actually.
Okay. Well.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Well, each to their own, Bobby. Just not a thing for me.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal to have a conversation with people. It's a big deal.
No, not a conversation, no. But I'm not fucking blowing kisses at people.
Maybe we're giving each other the wrong idea. I'm not saying, You know, I mean, look, a kissy face emoji is not like that's. You know, I'm not saying
I don't even know how to
anything.
do
You know,
emojis. I know about two emojis. I know the laughing face one, and I know the
yeah, not
I know the face palm one. That is as far as my emoji speak knowledge
yeah,
goes.
none. Yeah, none of the other kind of emojis. You know, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, this is our regular soup. This is a middle of the road supermarket.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Coffee cakes.
You don't have that over there?
I probably do,
No?
to be honest. They probably do. I don't really eat cake. I like to think I'm
New
sweet
England?
enough as it is.
New England coffee cake?
We don't have New England coffee cake. No, we have Stella Artois. Do you have any pedigree chum there?
Yeah, here you got Entenmann's.
No, none of that.
See here, this is it's a roasted. Oh, they're all sold out. Oh, I actually got one left. That roasted chicken. That's because look, they're all. You see, you don't have these at home, like a roasted chicken like that.
We do have the occasional chicken rotisserie in supermarkets, but it's not hugely common. They got rid of the one in Prestatyn and replaced it with sushi bar.
Nah, this is good. And then they make little meals over here. So like this, why like here, $6.99. Why am I'm gonna sit and make this when I could just get it for $6.99? Senor. And then look here, this is what we have over here. You see this here?
What, a boar's head? As in there's an
Yeah,
actual head.
Yeah. That's like it's like a better brand. It's like a not the store, you know, it's like the Stella Artois, you know.
But that was meat.
Yeah, it's this is some of the cheaper ones over here. And the boar's head is it's like a little bit better. And then when you order here, you get
I mean, like none of it looks. I imagine there's a lot of bleach involved in that.
What, you guys don't have deli counters like this over there?
We do, but they look a lot better.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with this?
Well, that just looks like I don't know. I think basically just take a match to it.
What are you talking about?
The meat looks awful.
What are you talking about? It's fresh in the package. It's sealed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think no. I think we need to take you to a proper butcher's. Then you see nice meat. That looks god awful. It looks plastic.
It looks what? Plastic?
Plastic. Why is it all wrapped like that?
Yeah, it isn't plastic. How do you think they deliver it to you?
Well, why is it not cut there fresh? There's no butcher. There's no butcher involved there, is there?
No, this is not the butcher department. This is the deli department. See here, deli.
And that is supposed to be nice.
Boar's head is the quality. Well, you want me to take it to the butcher department?
It's like processed meat. It's not like.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get you to a proper deli. You'd see something very different. That doesn't look very healthy. That.
Are you kidding me? Look at this.
Yeah, no, it honestly that looks awful. I don't even know what meat it's supposed to be.
What are you talking about?
What meat is it supposed to be?
There's 100 different ones here. What are you talking about?
Well, grab one. Let's have a look a bit closer. Is it spam?
What about first? Go ahead. Go to the salad department over here.
Well, hang on. Is that eggs or is that's not be salad? Can it?
Now you put eggs on a chef salad. They got the eggs.
All right. Okay.
Greek salad, Caesar salad.
Yeah. No, that looks very different to how we
What do you mean?
present our salads. Just grab one of the boxes, Bobby. Let's have a look.
Look at that. It looks delicious. What are you talking about?
It honestly, it really doesn't.
Oh my god.
It doesn't look fresh. It looks heavily processed and machined.
How could you say it's just in a plastic container? How could you say it looks processed?
Well, because it's in a plastic container for one thing.
That's not what. That's a process.
That
Here, look.
looks,
This is what you like right here. We go.
That looks good. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, because it says alcohol on it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it doesn't look very healthy.
What are you talking about? Look healthy.
If I
I
had
just sitting there.
if I had one of those
Sitting-
salads and sent that to one of my dancers, they'd be making me go back and return it.
Oh my god. What should I get? Salami? Wait, when you get salami, it's not in a package.
Well, it doesn't look anything like
They
that.
make-
No. I don't get
I don't know,
salami anyway because salami's just processed meat. It's awful.
Oh my god! And now you're worried about your health. The guy who drinks 20 beers a day is worried about his health.
Well, no, I'm just worried about the taste. Not worried about the health. It doesn't look. I'm gonna have to take some pictures of Morrison's and send them to your Instagram next time I go. Show you.
We have Aldi's over here.
Well,
Next time I'll go down to Aldi's and I'll show you Aldi's.
I think I'll take a few pictures of our supermarkets and I'll send them to you, and you'll see why I'm saying it looks very different.
Oh. So you got honey ham,
Like
black forest ham.
yeah, our deli meat, all nicely presented, sliced up, ready to go. It looks fresh. That does not. That looks god awful. Like it didn't come like that off the animal, did it? Something's gone on there to make it look like that.
Senor, ¿cómo está?
Oh, we got to speak
How
Spanish.
about honey turkey? Un cuarto. Okay, and then give me un salami, un cuarto también. Boar's head.
It doesn't look good. What's it supposed to be? Did it not have fresh meat on your deli counter? Don't tell me the stuff in the plastic is fresh, because it's not. It's in plastic.
How do you think it stays fresh, genius? Genius, how do you think it stays fresh?
You fail to understand. The point is, it shouldn't stay fresh. It's fresh for a day, and that's it.
And then what, you throw it in the garbage?
No, you eat it, and that's it. It's done.
Yeah, but how are they supposed to keep it fresh in the store?
Well,
What do you think? They have a magic refrigerator to keep it fresh in their refrigerator and yours?
No, they get it in and they sell it that day.
What do you mean they sell it? Yeah, they sell the whole thing, everything that day.
Yes, that's
right.
how it works. Yes, that's exactly it.
Come on.
We don't keep the meat for more than a day or two because it spoils after that.
What do you mean you got to be
why-
full of shit?
No, that's
Deli
why
meat for one day?
That's why it's
Gracias,
fresh.
señor.
That's why it's fresh, because it's literally
I know.
it's
¿De
been
dónde eres tú?
it's been going through
Peru?
a
Oh, yeah.
field
Other,
the day
other guy.
before.
Peru también? Oh, amigos? Not de aquí, de otro.
Somebody in the chat needs to explain the concept of fresh meat.
Adios, señor.
I'm failing badly. Right, Literally, if I went to the supermarket and bought something a day or two before, it'd have been in a field. And it won't last for a day or two more. It will only last for a matter of days, and that's it. That's fresh meat. Anything that's lasting past a week isn't fresh.
I think you're full of shit.
No, that's exactly how it is. We don't have preservatives and stuff like that in our meat, which, it's fresh.
All right, I gotta find somebody in the chat over here.
Yeah, Sean's asking you the very same question. He says,
That's all processed.
"Where
But
is
yeah,
all?"
here. This is now here. Watch. Well, here. This is the cleaning department. And yeah, like this. Now, do you like this here?
The fuck is that? Is that bacon? Yeah, bacon. Yeah.
Yeah, this is. You ever see this Peter Luger?
No. It's all plastic wrapped and everything now.
Yeah, even this one here. Yeah, this one is. Oh well.
Please don't tell me that's supposed to be fresh meat.
Yeah, here. This is fresh meat here.
But it's all in packaging. Why is it in packaging?
What do you mean? Why is it? So when you get it, the guy hands it to you in your hand and it's loose?
Right. When you get the meat, if I go to the counter and I ask for a steak, say, he'll put it in a plastic bag. But it'll be fresh on display.
Right here.
It won't be,
Sealed plastic.
no, not like that, Bobby. It won't be sealed. Literally, it'll be out on this on the shelf.
Oh my god.
And then I go, I'll have that one, and he'll put it in a bag. It won't be sealed. You just put it in a bag, and I'll eat it that night.
So what do? You go to the store every day?
Well, sometimes, yeah. It's only like a 2-minute walk from me. You can get meat that's sealed in plastic and everything, but it's just not fresh.
Fresh from what? This is fresh.
It's not.
Oh my god.
We've got a very different definition, I think, of what fresh is. Fresh to me is it was going through the field yesterday, and then somebody's slaughtered it that night. The next day, it's in my belly.
Oh my god. Yeah, what do you think? Everybody lives near a farm?
Well, here, yes, they're bloody all over the place. You're bloody tripping over them.
All right.
It's very different. I will take some pictures and I'll send them to you so you can see what I mean. And I'll film myself ordering a steak.
All of our meat. What do you say? But how is our meat? What do you mean our meat is not super fresh? So you don't eat it. So how do you eat a turkey sandwich?
Well, I don't have a turkey sandwich.
You don't eat turkey. You don't eat salami.
No.
You don't eat... Oh my god. And then here we got all the barbecue sauce and all this and that.
This is why we don't like that. Just all that chlorine and stuff in your meat is to make it last longer. We don't have that.
Yeah, this way, so
we don't want it to be.
So people don't starve.
Nobody starves.
What do you mean nobody starves? There's people all over the planet starving. What are you talking about?
Not here.
I didn't say in UK. I'm talking about in other countries. No?
That's up to them, but yeah, no, we got
well, I don't think it's up to them, but you know.
We got
like you guys don't have all these barbecues. You don't eat like barbecue sauce?
Yeah, no, we have sauces and stuff like that. And I'm just saying that our meat is a lot. What you've got there showing as fresh meat is very different to what fresh meat looks like and how it's served here.
I'm sorry that I don't meet your standards.
Well, I'm just saying it's very different. That's all.
Yeah.
We
all right.
most supermarkets, they will serve local meat from local farms as well. It's not like
I
it's had
am.
to travel across the whole country to get there.
Yeah, but if you live in Manhattan, then what the hell are you gonna? If you live over here, there's
No,
no
that's what I'm
farm
saying.
over here.
That's what I'm saying. It's very different. We have a
Yeah, we
very
got everything here.
yeah, that's fresh, but it's probably fucking genetically modified, but it's fresh.
Oh my god,
Hang on.
Genetic.
Look at the size of those tomatoes. Go back to the tomatoes. How friggin' big were they?
Oh wait, no, watch this one. Watch this. I'll show you these. You're gonna love these tomatoes. Tomatoes.
That's a tomato.
Okay.
Fuck
Tomato.
Yeah, we don't have anything that big. I assume they are genetically modified ones. Yeah, very different. I will remind me when I go to supermarket next time. I will show you what our supermarket looks like. I think you'd be surprised.
I gotta get a cucumber. I still have some lettuce at home. Yeah, these are bell peppers. You know.
So they're a lot bigger as well. We have bell peppers. They're tiny little things.
Not
Yeah,
this.
that's big. Big. What bigger?
Well, America. Look, you guys don't. You don't even have parking over there. Yeah. We need space. We can't. I know. You know. We need large car park and large. You know.
Well, I'm shocked at that deli counter. I can't believe how that looked.
What are you talking about? Shock. That's how every deli counter in America looks.
Well, I'm shocked at that. I've been in a supermarket in America before. It's very different. Well, you was in California.
No. This is how every deli counter looks.
I'll take some pictures of our deli counters so you can see why I'm saying it looks very different.
All right, that's fine. Nice giant tomato. Yeah, but people want these giant tomatoes. Those are actually not my favorite. My favorite are the little. I like the little ones better anyway.
The normal ones. You like the normal ones.
Green beans.
And is Trader Joe's better than Target for groceries in USA? It's a bit more. Trader Joe's is a bit more.
We got Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is a bit more food focused. Target is like you can get everything in Target, can't you? You know, it's
Target is Target exactly. Yeah, Trader Joe's is like a lot of the organic stuff and whatever it is. But in my neighborhood, I don't live in that kind of neighborhood. So. You know, I mean, they still have organic. Look here, they still have some kind of organic stuff here. Here, look, always fresh. Read it, fresh.
Yeah, see, that can't be right either. How can it be always? It's got to have preservatives in it to maintain that freshness.
All right, let's look at the. All right, let's look at the back here. Okay. Look here, ingredients. Whole raw cashews. It says produced on shared equipment that has peanuts, tree nuts, soy, milk, and eggs, and sesame.
What's the best before on it?
Which I don't think I can't see here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here. Right here. Hold on, look. 10/11/24. How could that be? Wow, a year. How could that be? So 10/24, that's a year from now.
So how is that fresh?
That's true. Yeah, because we do it back. Yeah. We do month day, you do year day. It's the same shit. Look here, we got here fresh berries here. Is this not fresh?
No, that's fresh.
Look at this. Look at this beautiful. Want to see some giant strawberries here?
Yeah, that's how they look for us. That's. But how long are they lasting for? What's the best before date on those?
Yeah, on the fresh ones, I don't think they'll put them on there. I don't think. because they don't have. Yeah, on the fresh stuff, they don't put dates on it. But on these other meats, they have here. By December 12th, it's 29. So I guess they put the date on there. Provolone cheese.
I'm gonna have to do a live shopping in the supermarket, I think, and I have to get you to join it and see
Look
how
at this.
different it is.
Not wrong, my supermarket. Breaking my balls.
Right, I'm just saying it's different. I didn't say there was anything wrong with it, just that it's very different.
Yeah, but like I said, but those are deli meats. They can't make that. You can't make a deli
that's
meat.
That was just processed crap.
Yeah, but what the hell are you? You don't eat at Subway?
Subway's whole motto is "eat fresh" in the UK.
No, Subway is processed. It's all this.
That's the whole thing that they build their brand on over here. Is how they give you fresh food, fresh meat.
Right. How about this San Pellegrino? Is this too old, San Pellegrino?
But yeah, I'll show you what the deli counter looks like in the supermarkets, and there's a delicatessen. I'll show you what that looks like. It's very different.
In Wales?
Well, in the UK.
Yeah. See, they got all the chips here. All this other stuff here. Here I go. And then here, this is the mixer aisle. So this is the aisle for the mixers. If you want to make a margarita, do you drink this in over there? Margarita? Or is that just...
Well, we do. It's not hugely popular. It's when I go to America, you get margarita in every bar, can't you? But here it's a bit more, limited. But yeah, you can get it.
I mean, obviously, in a bar they wouldn't use a mixer like this, but if you for the house, How about this one here?
Cheese from a can. What the fuck is cheese from a can? You get cheese in cans.
Yeah, but that's not real cheese.
Oh, fucking I think not. If it's in a bloody
can.
You don't.
Yeah, now I don't even know where they have that. I know they gotta have it, but
where's the butcher? Is there a butcher counter there?
I told you that. Yeah, that is it's closed. You see here?
That's the butcher counter.
It's closed now. It's already late at night.
Fucking hell, that don't look good. That.
And look at this. Look at that.
How do you?
This.
They got the label over. They got the label over most of the meat. You can't even check the quality of it.
What do you mean you can't? This is Smithfield. It's the #1 pork producer in the world.
I've never heard of it.
If you Google it, Smithfield pork. But of course, you know who bought it out? Chinese. So now,
Right, when we say it's the biggest one in the world, do you mean the biggest one in America?
Well, what's the difference?
Well, there's 250 million Americans. There's about fucking 7 billion Chinese.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you type in Smithfield pork, they're like the #1.
I think if I type in Smithfield pork into Google, I'm not going to see a lot. Yeah, no.
Where's it come up? Where's it come up when you?
Right. So is it Smithfield Foods in Virginia?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know where their headquarters is. But...
Yeah, they're not over here.
Yeah. Probably they don't meet your regulations. Yeah, but that's because that all that stuff with that was all EU European Union regulations bullshit. They
it was ours.
We have the same stuff too. Like there's a lot of meat from. I'll tell you something. There's meat from South America, from Brazil and Argentina. They don't let it in here, but it has nothing to do with the quality of the meat. It's just because they're trying to protect farmers. And they're just trying. It's protectionism. They're trying to protect their industries. That's it. It has nothing to do with quality.
Oh no, we wanted to bring in your meat. We wanted cheaper meat.
Yeah, remember Donald Trump? He was the whole thing. Oh, because when they said they were gonna. Okay, remember in the like I don't know how many years ago now, but everybody was nervous because they're like, oh, once UK is out of the EU, then Donald Trump, he said, don't worry, whatever you need, we'll get it for you. If they can't get any, whatever. You don't remember that whole, we had that whole, he's like, oh, you need chicken, we'll send you chicken. You need this, we'll send you this. Whatever you need, we send it.
Yeah.
We got everything that Europe has. Over here, we have everything that EU has. So whatever you need. He said, don't worry about it. We got it for you.
Oh, lab grown meat from Germany. Oh, I don't even start on it, Dave. Everywhere I go at the minute, plant food this, plant food that. I just want a decent chicken burger,
Yeah. Oh, what do you think chicken burgers are? You know what kind of crap is in there? Processed shit. Chicken. Those are the worst.
This is why when I went to KFC in America, it was awful. It tasted horrendous compared to the chicken that we get here. Because here, do you know, Bobby, right? KFC here, if the chicken isn't served to a customer within half an hour, it's been gone.
They throw it out?
Yep, throw it out. Because it's no longer fresh.
Well, in America, things are a little different. We're not rich like you guys over there.
Well, it's about the taste and the quality of it. That's the thing they're trying to preserve is the sort of standard that they're trying to build the brand on. But but I tell you what, I like the Taco Bell though. Big fan of the one in America. Taco Bell over here, horrible.
All right, I'm gonna take off. I gotta call my mom, see if she needs anything on the way home.
Okie dokie. Well, lovely to see you, Bobby.
Lovely. I'll see you next week, maybe. All right.
I won't be here next week. I don't think. I don't know. I might be actually. Yeah, maybe next week. Yeah. Enjoy your turkey sandwich.
All right. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Well, there you go, folks. That is what I can't get over that deli counter. Then you'll have to send Bobby some pictures of how things look over here because it's very different. Very different. Right. We've lost Sophie. It's 11 o'clock at night. So I think it's time for me to head to bed. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm going to go and find a pack of crisps because I'm feeling hungry now. I'm on a meat-free day today as well. Anyway, bye-bye, everybody. Lindsay and or Alvin are live tomorrow, I believe. I'm not sure what time, but if they're still in the chat, they might be able to say. But do watch Lindsay and or Alvin Dumpster Drinkers. It's Dumpster Drinkers, isn't it? Drink and Dive Dumpster Drinking. There we go. Give them a watch tomorrow night. Maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. And see you all again soon. Bye-bye. Fucking